Hey guys, how's it going? And it's been a while. I know I've been quite busy with work, but this is a Stihl Ms260 that I purchased. It's non-runner, came up cheap. It was leaking a lot of fuel from the carb. I had a quick look. I didn't go into depth in it, but I've ordered a carb kit for the original carb, and I also ordered a Chinese special. So we just have to see how this goes and wait for the parts for the other one. There's a few differences. This top cover's different to the original, so might have to swap them over. But yeah, let's get into it and see how it goes. So these 260s are actually the same shape as the old 026s. That's one of my favourite saws. So yeah, I'd like to get this running properly. It does sound a little tappy on the engine, so might have a bit of play somewhere. Two 8mm there, hold the carb on. Can't remember, I think you might have to remove the bezel to the handle here, top of the handle, to get this rod out. Some have a clip underneath and some have a screw. Oh, this one's a screw top. I'll remove it anyway, it'll make my life a bit easier. Then we can remove that. That's it. You'll have two fuel pipes in here, and it should. One unplugs as you pull the carb out, and the other one's this one on the bottom here. Sweet. This is a Walbro carb. Yeah, I've got the kit coming, but that carb came all the way from China before this one turned up. With the kit for this turned up from the UK, so I don't know how they managed to do that. Swap them tops over. Try to bring you a bit more in frame here. Hopefully it hasn't got too many mechanical problems inside. They do get a bit tappy on the old age there. They get a bit of piston slap and yeah, but hopefully it's not too bad. I was hoping that'd come off the other side, but oh, it's coming. So far I've had a fair bit of luck with these Chinese carbs. They haven't been too bad. I've got a fair few bit of Stihl equipment that's got them on. And one of my Husqvarna saws, that's got one on. I've kept all the original carbs and rebuilt them. In case their Chinese ones ever give up the ghost. Which way was this now? It was that way. Doesn't look too bad. Get it back in. Where did this go now? Like that. Looks about in. Bring you back up again. Need to make a more permanent tripod in here, really. That's that back in. There's two 8mm that hold it in. I don't know if these Carbs Chinese come set up, so we'll have to, if it doesn't run right, we'll have to probably tune it up a bit. Hopefully they're built to the same specs as the Stihl Carbs, the Walbro Carb. So we could, I think it's written on the side how many turns it is. It's usually on there. You can get the data offline for the carb settings anyway. Let's get this trigger rebuilt. Seems to work. This spring goes in that little holder for the call it a dead man, they call it. So if you let go of the sword, it carries on running. It can't throttle up without a palm on it. Seems to work alright. Get that screw back in. Well, next, the air filters next one. Weird, because the choke's built into these air filters. Quite fascinating. Get some petrol in now. This way you find out the leak was the top of the tank or something. Can't see any leaks, so choke on. I'm just going to take a few pumps. That doesn't sound half bad. Let's get some chain oil in it. We'll grease the needle bearing the other side, and then we'll give it a quick sharpen, and we'll go do some cutting with it, see how it goes. Here, these bits out of the way. Obviously it'll still need a bit of a tuning before we go nuts with it. Got a bit of rust on the chain, doesn't look like it's been sharpened for a while. Well, I record all my videos on an iPhone, and the images aren't always the best. Well, the camera lens is actually cracked at the moment, so you can't really see the crack on it, but I can't tell. It looks a bit foggy on the screen, but I can't tell. I'll have to see how the video comes out when I go to edit it. Let's get the circlip off, take the bearing out, we'll give that a bit of grease before we start. That ain't too bad. It's quite greasy, that already. There's still grease on it. A bit on the shaft as well. Line your little notch up with the bar behind the clutch for your oil pump. Mine's about there. When you do get it lined up properly, you'll feel it go. It'll sink a bit lower. And if it isn't lined up, the clutch will be slightly out, and you won't get the washer on. So never force it on, like, just gently go around until eventually you'll line it up. Oil always nice and clear on the bar. Doesn't sound right. won't over tighten it. Right, I'm going to give this a quick sharpen and then I'll bring you back. So I've sharpened it, give it a quick sharpen, and we'll see how she cuts. Obviously this is England, so it's mixing it down. So I'll put you in the dry. I'm going to go over there and cut a few logs, see what it's like. Yeah, she worked well. Obviously she'll need a bit of tuning. She idles a little low, but other than that she's sweet now. Yeah, another saw to the collection. Don't see something cool? I've got an 8-foot jumbo. I'll get out of the rain then. Yeah, so 8-foot jump boat. That's a quite a small size. It's yeah, I got given it, so it was a freebie. So yeah, didn't have to pay anything for it. Quite nice. Well, yeah. Well, cheers for watching, and hope this helps. Hope you enjoyed the bit of wrenching with me and that. And yeah, cheers, and see you next time.